Hello, Zimsporahh family. I hope you're okay wherever you are. Family, wherever you are, and no matter how long you have stayed outside your country, Zimbabwe, no matter how long you have lived abroad, when you hear about the name Zimbabwe, something moves inside us. Something moves inside us. Let's talk about celebrating Zimbabwe in general. Let's talk about the flag. What comes in you when you hear about the flag of Zimbabwe? Or when you're just watching television, you see the flag of Zimbabwe flashing there. What comes in you? What do you think about it? When you hear about the national anthem, Zimbabwean national anthem, what comes in you? What do you think about Zimbabwe? When you think about that Mbakumba dance, even when you see those Zhigures, what comes in you? That's Zimbabwe, family. That's Zimbabwe. And then when you hear about the Independence Day, when you hear about independence celebrations, and when you see people on televisions moving in numbers to celebrate the Independence Day, it's all about Zimbabwe. We think about Zimbabwe. And family, that smell of dry soil when it rains. Have you been back home? And you know, when it rains, when it's really hot and then it rains, there is that smell of dry soil when it gets wet after raining. Oh, I love that smell. I don't know if anyone have experienced that smell, family. It's that smell of dry soil. So, but what are we really celebrating about our country, family? What is it that we are really celebrating about our country? What does it mean to people? I think celebrating our country means different to different people. When we talk about back home, how they may be celebrating our country, we talk of unity. Back home, people are united, family. People are united in whatever little things they do. They do whatever they do. They sell, they move from place to place, buying, selling, making all these little projects, making all these big projects. People celebrate that, and they do that in unity. Back home, there's a pride, family. There's pride. People have pride knowing that what they are doing is good. They've got pride in farming. They have pride in selling. They have pride in import and export. They do it. And they have pride in bringing their country up, doing good for their country. People have got pride for that. And there's a big resilience in our people back home. A big resilience that is happening in our people back home. And we celebrate that. They celebrate it back home. That's a big celebration from that. And people celebrate surviving back home. People celebrate it. There's a lot of celebration around how people are making themselves survive, how people are looking after themselves. If you go back home, you see people are happy. People are celebrating themselves. People are doing whatever they do to survive. And that's what people back home celebrate. And then when we talk of diaspora, in diaspora, we celebrate nostalgia. We think about our country. Most Zimbabweans, I'm not saying everyone, most Zimbabweans, they think about their country. They always think about their country. whatever they do, wherever they go, they think about their country. It's in us that we are always thinking about our country, and we celebrate that. There is also identity crisis. Yes, we talk about our identity. I am Zimbabwean. I speak Shona. I come from Zimbabwe. I've lived in Harare. I've lived in Bulawayo. I've lived in Masvingo. I've lived in Gweru. I lived in Ntari. All this is celebrating our country. We talk about it, and it is about celebrating our country. All these things, we celebrate ourselves. And then there's also mixed emotions, people, family. There's also mixed emotions in diaspora. And the question is, are we going to go back? Will I be able to go back? Would I go back? These are mixed emotions that are in people in diaspora. And there's nothing we can do about it. It's in us. Yes, it's in us, family. So some of us celebrate with pride. Some of us celebrate with pain. Some of us don't even know what to say and how to feel and what to do. Yeah. These are mixed emotions, family. These are mixed emotions. And then there is culture that we must never lose. There's culture that we always celebrate as Zimbabweans. Family. In Zimbabwe, there's a lot for us to celebrate. Even if we are in diaspora, our children, we celebrate our culture of marriage, family. Yes, our children, they are marrying different cultures, different diversity. There's also diversity in marriage. Our children are being married with people from all over, all walks of life, and from everywhere, from every country, from English, Nigeria, Australia, America, wherever our children are getting married to those people. But we celebrate our culture, family. We celebrate our culture. Our children know that in Zimbabwe, there is lobora. Kune lorora, kune rora, kumusha kweduko. Rora iyoyo inotobviswa. Imo muno mu-England, matiri muno, kune varungu vakawanda who married our children and they paid lobora. They paid it. Vakatobhadhara mari yekutorora. Vanotozviziva kuti kunororwa. Kutouya kutoombera kuti bu kuombera. That's our culture. And that's one of our culture that we will never lose. Marrying. Munoona kuti we have all these lobora functions, all these lobora things. It's our culture that we celebrate. And that culture, we never lose it. So, there is this culture of Mbakumba dances, all these African dances. We celebrate them. We always watch them. We always see them happening. And sometimes even in diaspora, people are playing those dances. They are playing those dances, which means it's culture that we always celebrate. And it's culture that we love. And it's culture that we'll never lose. So, there's also language, family. There's these traditions of language. Shona, I speak Shona. Ndebele, a lot of people speak Ndebele. A lot of people speak Shona. We celebrate that. And that's our tradition. We celebrate that. There is totems, family. There's totems, people, some are Shiri, some are Machuma, Chiera, Madue. You know, we celebrate these. All these totems, and we are proud of them. And this is celebrating our country unconsciously. Some of us, we celebrate our country unconsciously because kana tichipembedza mutipo yedu tichitaura kuti inini ndinonzi Machuma, inini ndinonzi Chihera, inini ndinonzi Magumbo, tiri kupembedza We are celebrating our country unconsciously. And when we talk about respecting our culture, this is all we're talking about. Sadza. Tinochika sadza isu. Tinochika derere. Imo muno mu UK muno. Tikutochika sadza nederere. Tikuchika sadza nemukaka wakakora. All this is celebrating our culture. Sometimes we don't know that we are doing it, but we are doing it. We are celebrating Zimbabwe. Tinoda maputi, we go to these African shops to buy mbora, to buy maputi, to buy matemba. All this is celebrating Zimbabwe. We are celebrating Zimbabwe family unconsciously. We are doing it. We do my family gatherings, and my family gatherings, we do all these nice and funny things, and we are celebrating our country. We are doing it. But even if we live in UK family, our children must know where we come from. Our children must know where they come from. And this is not something that we should avoid. We should let our children know where they come from, where they originate from. Because even if they are born in diaspora, it doesn't mean to say they are diasporans originally. They are from there. No. Your origin is where you belong, family. Your origin is where you belong. Yes, I know people may have lived in diaspora and they might think they are diasporans or they belong there. No. We belong in Zimbabwe. We are Zimbabweans, and that's where we belong. But family, are we celebrating independence or survival? Has independence improved ordinary lives? What is real freedom? Can you love your country and still criticize it? These are questions, family, that I'm just asking. So, what I'm saying, family, is loving Zimbabwe does not mean ignoring its challenges. I love my country. It has its challenges. We don't ignore the challenges, but at the same time, we cannot stop loving our country. We cannot stop celebrating our country because it has challenges. Our country is our country. We celebrate that our country has got so many minerals. There is every mineral you think. Most of the minerals, not every as such, but most of the minerals are found in Zimbabwe. And it's something that we celebrate. It's something that we really celebrate. So sometimes we have a little bit of pressure from diaspora, even if we celebrate our country. Sending money back home, building back home, being expected to make it. Guilt of not returning, fear of returning. This is some of the little challenges that we may face while we are celebrating our country. So family, if Zimbabwe stabilized tomorrow, would you go back? Would you go back? Let's comment in the comment section. Let's comment in the comment section. But before I go, I would like to say Zimbabweans are resilient. Zimbabweans are educated. They are hardworking people globally. They are really talented people with a big spirit of survivor. And if you are Zimbabwean, that's you. That's really you, family. So Zimbabwe is not just a place. It is a spirit that we carry inside us. So family, if you have something to say about this topic, make your comment in the comment section. Let's hear about how you celebrate Zimbabwe. Let's hear about how you are celebrating it from wherever you are, whether you are in Zimbabwe, whether you are in diaspora. Let's hear how you're celebrating Zimbabwe. And until we meet again next time, family, cheers.